Have a Nice Gay.
Hey, beautiful. It's Wednesday, June the 16th, 2021. Welcome to Have a Nice Gay, where near, far, wherever you are, we believe that the heart does go on. I'm Mike Johnson, and I'm here with my friend Chris Hagee from the We Read Movies podcast. How's it going?
It's going great, Mike. How about you?
Just fine. Just fine. Although, with things opening up and me going out more, I'm realizing that I'm a lot more tired on Mondays than I used to be.
I also was at CC's last night. I understand.
Right on. Well, let's talk about last week's puzzle.
So last week I gave the puzzle. There's a well-known Canadian who has 6 letters in their first name, 4 letters in their last name. You can change the first letter of their first name to make a classification of animal, and you can change the first letter of their last name to make an animal that fits into that classification. And I asked, who is it? The answer that we were looking for was Celine Dion. If you change the C to an F, you get feline. And if you swap the D with an L, you get lion. So, yeah.
Yeah, Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
So we took all of the right answers to last week's puzzle, put them in a hat, and pulled out a random name, and we got Jordan Sabolish of Livonia, Michigan. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, you know what you signed up for.
I think I do.
All right. What are we doing this week, Chris?
Yeah, so for today, I'm bringing back an old favorite called... Wait, is that for real?
Yeah.
So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to read you some tabletop role-playing games that have been made. And all you have to do is tell me whether this is a real tabletop role-playing game that someone has published, or whether this is something that I made up, but I do actually think it might be a good game anyway.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's start with this one. The World Wrestling Federation adventure game. Play as an up-and-coming new wrestler and face off in gimmick and title matches against The Undertaker, Mankind, and Doink the Clown, and all of the rest of your favorites from the world of WWF.
You know, they make tabletop games for everything, and that's very theatrical. So I'm going to have to say that that's real.
That is indeed real. And if you're interested in playing it, you can do so for the low price of $300 on eBay.
Oh, my.
That's a lot.
All right. What about this one? Buildings and Bosses. It's a source book for Dungeons and Dragons to let your characters play their own role-playing game set in our worlds.
Oh, my God. That feels so meta that it might exist, but also too complicated. I'm going to have to say you made that up.
I did indeed make that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not real. All right, what about Dallas, the television role-playing game? Set in the world of the TV show Dallas, players must use their skills of power, persuasion, and seduction to navigate the criminal dealings of the Ewing family.
That's got to be real, right? Or does it take place in the dream sequence?
It does not. It is real, but it was actually the first licensed tabletop role-playing game ever made, and it was apparently a big flop.
I still don't know who shot JR, so hopefully they cover that.
Spoilers, nobody.
Mm.
All right, what about Evenings of Terror with Elvira? Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, guides you and your friends through 9 adventures played in a schlocky horror movie world.
You know, I don't know, but I want it to be real, so I'm going to say it's real. That sounds fantastic.
It is indeed real, and I am going to pick it up. All right, what about My Dinner with Andre, the 2-person role-playing game? Talk experimental theater and the nature of life as Willie and Andre from everyone's favorite zero-action movie.
I mean, I'm going to say real.
No, that one I made up. Okay. That one's not real.
I figured there has to be a market for 2-player role-play games like that.
All right. What about the Tingleverse, the official Chuck Tingle role-playing game set in the world of the books of Chuck Tingle, author of, and I'm going to say the only ones that I found that I can say on the Safe for Work podcast.
Yeah, right.
I'm Gay for My Billionaire Living Jet Plane, and Taken by the Gay Unicorn Biker.
I have no idea who Tingle is. I'm going to say that one's fake.
That one is not only real.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
But I have it.
Wow.
I should have gone with my gut on that.
What about RuPaul's Drag Race, the role-playing game? Using your stats of charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, Gag your DM, which is your drag master, with sickeningness. The book includes a supplement for the stats of various pit crew members.
I really want to say this is true, but I feel like statistically there have been too many that are real, so I got to go with fake.
That is some good multiple choice test logic, and you are correct. It has served you well. It can't be C every time.
Exactly.
All right, I have one more for you. How about Left Behind, the Christian role-playing game? If D&D is a little too satanic for your family, sit them down to play the game based on the Left Behind series of books set in a post-rapture apocalyptic world.
Given, how everything from Harry Potter to that is just witchcraft and the devil, I'm going to have to say there's got to be a niche for that as well. So I'm going to say real.
I think it would sell, but it's actually not real. No, I made that up. Yeah.
Tabletop gaming, also the devil.
Well, Jordan, I have to do a little bit of math, but you won.
You definitely won.
I was so worried.
Thank you so much for being here and being such a good sport. We really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot, Jordan.
Yep. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Okay, now I got to go shop for role-playing games, I guess.
Also, I have to get to work writing my RuPaul's Drag Race role-playing game before somebody else steals it.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
TM.
Well, let's talk about this week's puzzle. What do you got for everybody?
So there is a female singer who is also a gay icon. Shocking, I know.
No.
If you take the letters of her name and rearrange them with no letters left over, you can make two words for buildings. One is commonly found on a farm, and the other is commonly found in very cold climates. What singer is this?
Okay. Noodle on that one, kids. Well, that's it for Wednesday Game Day on Have a Nice Gay. Join us tomorrow for Thankful Thursday. We are Have a Nice Gay Pod on all social media, and our website is haveanicegay.com. If you think you know who that female singer is this week, send it to us at haveanicegaypod@gmail.com. Along with your answer, please let us know if you would like to be placed in a raffle for a chance to play with us on the air next week. Entries must be in by Monday, June the 21st, 2021 at noon Pacific time. Thank you again to Jordan Sabalish from Livonia, Michigan, and of course, Chris Hagee from the We Read Movies podcast. Until tomorrow, have a nice gay, Chris.
Have a nice gay, Mike.
Have a nice gay.